We are entering the fourth quarter of the year, and what are your thoughts on the Islamic capital market, especially in terms of Sukuk issuance in Malaysia specifically?
Well, at the moment, as compared to last year, we have seen that back in 2022, the number of issuances of bond and sukuk as compared to the equity market has been growing. So last year was the first time that the numbers have been growing and surpassed the numbers of equity markets. So as of last year, more than 50% of the size of the capital market consists of fixed income, which consists of bond and sukuk. So this year, the regulators, which is the Bank Negara and the SC, is expecting the numbers to grow further, and I think we are on the right track.
Nice. And where do you see the exciting opportunities in Sukuk issuance here in Malaysia?
We all know that we are heading towards green, and well, we have the direction coming from the government that we have launched the NETR, and so I think that is where the direction is. So not only we are good in terms of issuances and the numbers are good, but then I think the focus moving forward is more on green and sustainability.
Right.
Yeah. And especially to finance this in kind of infrastructure, they cannot rely on the traditional banking. So the numbers are big, so they need to be, it's either bond and sukuk. Well, and as we position ourselves as a leader in sukuk market, and it has been proven, so I think this is the way moving forward.
That's great. Sounds great. What are some of the biggest challenges do you see in terms of issuing sukuk in Malaysia, or do you think that Malaysian regulatory and business environment is conducive for sukuk issuance?
In terms of the ecosystem itself, I think I have belief and I trust that we do have the right ecosystem. The regulatory framework is good, is in the right place, and we have a very supportive players. But the challenges are in terms of the investors. So at the moment, most of the investors still consist of institutional investors, although the numbers of the participation in terms of the retail participation is growing. So I think one of the challenges is to have more liquidity in the market, of which we hope that we can get more retail participation in the space.
Nice. So if I may ask about your company, what is BIGS Malaysia working on right now, specifically for Sukuk issuance, if there's any?
So BIGS Malaysia is an affiliate of the Securities Commission as a non-profit entity, and we stand by ourselves. We stand on the ground that we are a public entity. We don't work on the Sukuk issuances, but what we do is we bring the information closer to the public, to the mass market. So as of now, we have our users coming from both institutional and retail players. So we hope that the BIGS Malaysia can help to spur the market, so we get more. We get all these informations that have been lacking to reach out to the retail investors previously, and we hope that we can bridge the gap and we get more participation in the space. And we, at the moment, in support of the joint committee in the climate change, so we are bringing the listing, we are bringing the categorization of ASEAN and SRI bond and sukuk into the space. So now investors can have clarity of whether this particular bond or sukuk issuances belong to which category. So that is something that are moving. We hope that that will entice the investors to be more excited to go in the space moving forward.
You mentioned about retail investors. Do you see the numbers growing?
We do.
Have interest in investing in sukuk and bond?
We do. We have seen the numbers increasing. But then again, one of the challenges that we face at the moment is there's only one eligible distributor for the retail investors, which is at the moment it is IFAS. So the SC had already introduced a new framework called the syndicated bond. So the syndicated bond allows retail investors to go into the space as low as 1,000 ringgit, as compared to the conventional bond that you need a bigger ticket size, which is 250,000.
Right.
So as of now, there's only one player, one eligible distributor that allows retail participants to go into the space. And from the data that we have been receiving from month to month, the interest has been growing. So the number of volume and value has been growing, and we hope that this pattern will continue. And if something magic happens in the future and we have more eligible distributors coming in, then I think the participation from the retail investors will be more. Yep.
Great, that sounds exciting. Thank you very much. Thank you for
Thank you so
spending your
much,
time
Mr.
this morning
Edmund.
with us. Yeah. Thank